Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. This will be a short pick-a-pile and this will be our love reading. So this is what your love is thinking about you at the moment, how they're feeling. We're just going to do a quick check-in and see what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and what might be holding them back from you at the moment. So if you'd like to concentrate on the three piles we have the oracle cards sitting here. So we're using the Lucy Cavendish decks designed by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. We also have a lovely rose quartz heart. We have the crystal quartz stone here, and then another Howlite love heart. So just concentrate on these decks, maybe even pause for a second. So also if you'd like to leave any comments about what you would like to see in the future, as in pick-a-pile suggestions, anything like that, I'd be really appreciative. And if you could subscribe if you haven't, that would be really helpful to me, and I'd be really grateful. But let's get started with these readings and see how your love is feeling about you at the moment. So jump ahead to the timestamps if you've picked piles 1, 2 or 3, and I'll see you in a minute. Welcome to pile 1. So we're just going to do a quick check-in on how your love's feeling about you at the moment, how they're feeling towards you and what might be holding them back. We'll just check out the situation. So you pick the lovely rose quartz crystal. These are some of the oracle cards I've picked up earlier. So we've got belong to your own dream, create your own life. We have you're my soulmate. I've also got I'm ready to take a leap of faith. We also have to the sea. We have I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again, I choose love. And one more, we have I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. All right, so what I'm getting here is these people have been actually dreaming about you. These people, the one you're asking about, the one that you're thinking about, you're like their dream person, the person that has sort of come out of the blue, really, the person that has surprised them that you exist. I feel like you're the person that has sort of stood out because you've actually taken it, you have your own life, you have your own successes, you don't sort of follow the crowd, you just listen to what your heart sort of speaks to you and says to you, and so they appreciate that you're just shining. And if you look at this hair, this is what it's showing me. It's like they're drawn to your energy and they're drawn to the power that you have, and it's like you live in this dream state. And this is a little bit of a sort of fear state in them, because they're like, you are so sort of, they feel like you are so on top of things, and you might not. And the guides are sort of saying, you might not feel this, you might not see yourself as this, but this is how this person is seeing you. This is how they perceive you, as that you've got it all together, that you're on top of things, that you've worked yourself out, and that you know where you're going. And this is, that you've got it all sorted, and they don't. But, we've got the soulmate card. They're like, you are my soulmate. I just don't know if I'm worthy yet. I'm just getting a lot of hesitance, a lot of, I've been dreaming about you, but I perhaps haven't been showing you and putting into action that how I've been feeling about you. I'm also getting the I'm ready to take a leap of faith. So I feel like they're starting to make overtures or making gestures as they see them. You might not recognize them as such. They're saying what they see as gestures, you might not realize, but for them it's like a big step. For them it's like, they might have touched your arm. I'm getting, for them they might have you know, given you a really, you know, a cheeky a smile when they don't usually. They might have said something that they think is a bit, you know, a bit over the top, where they, you know, and they second guess themselves because they're like, oh, maybe that was a bit too suggestive. And I feel like some of you are in that sort of friend zone, and they're like, oh, should I take myself out of that friend zone? And, you know, did I push it a bit too hard? But they're really wanting to move this forward and take this sort of step forward with you. And I feel like a lot of fear is holding them back, and I feel like it's held them back from a lot of things in their life, and they've chosen the easy path a lot of the time, and they've even covered, some of them I'm getting have covered this up with perhaps even drug and alcohol addictions. Some have just done things that, you know, just the easy road, where it's just like they know it's not their path, but they've taken that easy path out. And when it says, this is showing me that they're all see about you, and they're all sort of spun up in themselves. They don't know how to approach you, and they don't know in what direction to approach you, because they see you as this entity that they just, you know, they don't want to screw up, but they feel like they've screwed up so many things in their past, and this is so important to them. And so they're looking to find this way in that they're not going to stuff anything up. And so they're looking for God. I do get that some of them are watching channels and asking, you know, and asking sort of for advice from their friends, and going, you know, what would you do, and trying to be what they would think is subtle, but not very subtle. So we're just going to get a couple of cards on this and see what we can get from the cards about this person, and maybe what's really holding them back. Perhaps we can just have a message, please, for cards. Okay, right, yeah. They feel like they're still in the process of working on themselves. Sorry, this is Miki, if you can hear him crying in the back. Miko, come on the table if you want to talk to everyone. Come on. Oh, here we go. Look. You want help? Okay, you can help. This is Miko, everyone. Yep. You going to shuffle? You going to shuffle? Yeah. Okay, good boy. Okay, so yeah, this person is someone that's been working on themselves, and yeah, he or she have sort of felt like, you know, they're destined for something, but they just haven't quite got there yet. And so they've been working on this so they can approach you. They feel like they have to have a lot more before they can give you what they want to give you. And I feel like they've been wounded by people, some by like their family have expected a lot from them, and so they've sort of put them down in the past. And so that's sort of telling me that this is what's holding them back, is because they've been told if you haven't got more than just who you are, then you're not enough. You're not enough just in yourself, is what they're telling me. That's how they're feeling, which isn't, of course, the case. I do feel like they dream about you, but they're actually, you know, that's where their demons come at night, where they're, you know, they feel like they're, you know, they can't progress, and, you know, they tell themselves a lot that they're unworthy, and they have to really shake that, and that's what they have to move forward, is like an unworthiness. And I still feel like they have actually carry a lot of the people still in their life. This might be a family situation I'm getting, where people doubt who they are and their authenticity. Which doesn't mean they aren't authentic. It just means that they have been doubted in the past because they have taken the easy path. But it's just because no one had, it's like they didn't feel like anyone had their back before, so it's they just don't, they didn't have anyone to live up to, and it feels like you are who they want to live up to, so they have a reason to be, you know, brave and to be strong and to be good. And I feel like they lost some things in the past, and they've lost some relationships, and they've, you know, had tumultuous relationships, and so that's why your connection is very new to them, because it's not a turbulent one. And I'm also getting that they don't want to disrupt that. And there we go, showing up as the Emperor in this reading. So they want to be that main person in your world and in your life. And yeah, I see them coming forward, and they're sort of like working towards making themselves a better person for you. So yeah, this is a great reading, and you know, this person is definitely going to step into your world. So if this is the person that you're looking at, then all things are positive. So pile number 1, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. This has resonated with you, and I'd be really grateful if you could subscribe. But hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for joining me. Hello and welcome, pile number 2. So this is your love reading. This is just how they're feeling about you at the moment, maybe what's holding them back. So I've already shuffled some of our oracle cards. So we've got the Wood Maiden, Trust. We have Yang, so the masculine energy. We have You Make Me Feel Ways I've Never Felt Before. We also have I Can't Be Who You Need Me to Be Right Now. Okay. We also have Energy Flows Where My Intention Goes. And we also have The Universe Powerfully Responds the Instant I Realign with Love. Okay. So what I feel like this person, when I see them connected with you, is they see you as their ray of sunshine. They see someone that is very kind, very gentle, very sweet, someone they can trust. I feel like they haven't trusted for a while because they've had some damage in past relationships where the trust has been broken. Some of these people have been divorced, and like quite bad situations where mistrust and you know, a lot of deceit going along with that. Some also have, you know, it was a reoccurring issue as well, I'm getting. So when they came across you, it seemed like you were very young and vibrant and innocent. I'm not getting that you're definitely younger than them. It's just that's how they see you, as sort of like the vibrance in their life. And I feel like they lost that. I feel like they felt very old and exhausted and just bedraggled, and it was just like the world had taken a lot of energy away from them, and they felt very just very zapped by the world, and that nothing was going right for them. And then they met you and they were like, oh my goodness, I actually have never felt like this before, and this is very strange because I feel like I've connected in a way I've never connected before. I feel like this person has recently opened up to their spirituality. This person has somehow you know, started to look into their spiritual nature, about what it is about vibrations and healing themselves and healing all their past trauma and where these patterns came from that they and I really feel like that's maybe even where you connected with your or even going to connect through this interest. I'm getting moons and stars, and a love of like, there is astronomy as well, not astrology but astronomy. We've also got I Can't Be Who You Need Me to Be Right Now. This person's really working on themselves. This person has a lot of hurt, a lot of deep-seated issues that they know they need to take care of first before they can take care of you. And you for them are this light coming through that they don't want to taint and sort of misrepresent themselves to you until they, you know, they really clear up their past, because they want to come to you, this fresh person, and they know that there's ways to go about that now. And I feel like that's what they're searching for in this new way. And I feel like that's what they're doing with these new intentions. And I feel like this is what the Yang was about. I feel like a lot of these are like a male, or they feel like they lost their power. They lost their strength and they lost their determination. And see this energy, this spark within them, this spark for life. And I think they just gave up. They gave up for a long time. And they realised that their energy had stopped. And so they had no intention and they had no movement going. And now they realise that they want you. They need to work to grow their energy back to where they can be a full person. So they know they want love and they see it happening, but they know it's not ready. They're not ready for that yet. So let's see if we can have a few more messages about this connection you have with this person. So please have some messages for pile number 2 about their love connection. How's this person feeling about them at this moment? Okay, oh, there we go. Okay, so, oh, okay, yeah. And, all right, so I think I might have been holding those cards upside down. So what I'm getting here is they feel like you are very centered, that you don't need anybody else, and you don't need them really to be happy, and they want that for themselves. They want to be that for you, that they don't want you to have to support them or go through their turmoil with them, because they feel like that will hurt you. They feel like that, you know, that you have worked. I feel like you have already gone through a lot, and that you've come out this bright, beautiful, innocent person, even though you have had some trauma in your past, and this trauma has, you know, you've worked through it and you've filtered through it, and yet you've come out this, you know, this shining innocent person that, you know, just really respects life and respects sort of nature, and just knows that they really want to center themselves and be grounded and be just grateful for being here and being in this space and time. And because you worked so hard and have struggled, you've gone through quite a lot, I'm getting, and they see that you have, you know, sacrificed a lot to get here. They want you to, you know, they don't want you to have to go through that with them. They want to be whole before they get to you. So they want to, they don't want to, you know, scare you off by going through all their demons. They don't want you to have to relive the craziness and have to, you know, be, they have people they have to clear out to. They know they've still got people around them that shouldn't be there. They've got attachments that they need to clear away that might jeopardize your relationship, I'm getting, that are still interfering. So let's just go a little bit deeper into that. So they just don't want you to be, there's just a lot of complications at the moment, and they're afraid if they bring you in that you'll be put off but also hurt and damaged by that. So they're really keeping you at an arm's distance, and really, but in their way, it's just protecting you. It's their way to protect you, even though you really want to help. And it's like, you are such a caring soul, and you're like, I could help them through this situation. I could be there, but they're saying, no, I just don't want to put you there because, okay. Oh, pull them up upside down again. Okay, so what we've got is, yeah, they want you to be, just enjoy with them. They want to experience that joy when they start the relationship with you. They want to be playful. They want to re-emerge, but they don't want you to see them as they were in the past when they were, and they want you to be all empowered and all encompassed and not held down by their stuff, is pretty much what they're saying. So they see you, they're saying this one's upside down. So they're saying his world's upside down, or their world's upside down at the moment. I'm getting, they were really held down under the thumb, I'm getting, and they just really need to pick themselves up and really get their house in order. So that's what they want to do, and they just don't want to complicate it by bringing you into it and getting you harmed in any way. And they just see this beautiful high priestess, and that they see this great love connection coming, but they don't want to put you anywhere near the mess that was their past life until they're ready for it. So pile number 2, I hope this has resonated with you. I hope to see you again, and if you could please subscribe, that would be really, really helpful to me, and I'd be so grateful. Hope to see you again, and have a lovely week. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. This is your love reading, so we're going to find out from them how they're feeling about you and maybe what's holding them back from this relationship. So this is the person that you're thinking about. This is our Howlite love heart, and we're using the Lucy Cavendish with the Jasmine Beckett Griffith as our main card, oracle cards. And this is Poseidon's daughter. You've been given everything you need. So this is our main card. And then we also have in our oracle cards, I'd rather stay in my comfort zone. We also have pulled, I'm starting to understand our soul connection. We also have thinker. And we have oneness is my true nature. And we have I am kind and loving towards others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. Okay, so this is really someone who is a real introvert. It's someone who really likes their own company, who is used to working on their own, used to supporting themselves is what I'm getting. They don't feel like they've grown up with a lot of support, so therefore they've just been used to doing things on their own term. I feel like they've had trouble connecting with others in the past, so they feel like they're a little bit different from other people. So they just tend to hold back and put up boundaries because they see themselves as different from others, and that perhaps they're a little bit too different to maybe have a proper relationship. So they sort of use that as an excuse to hold themselves back. I'm getting someone who is sort of highly emotional, very quite sensitive. So I'm getting definitely some water signs, so like Cancer or Pisces coming through. They don't necessarily, have to be these signs, but they might carry them in their star signs. But you'll know if they're someone that, holds back on their emotions, where you know that they're overly sensitive, but they don't want to show it to people, but you pick it up on them anyway. So I'd rather stay in my comfort zone. This is someone who, likes to plan things, likes to know where they are. This isn't going to be a travel. This isn't going to be an extrovert. This is someone who looks within themselves, looks deeply within themselves, doesn't say a lot, likes to, probably is very creative. I'm getting maybe even with maybe technology or something like that. There's different ways to be creative, and I'm getting that this person is very creative in their own mind. They found it difficult to express themselves, but when they do let someone in, they've got a lot of imagination, a lot of creativity. They're an overthinker. They go over things in their mind. The thinking is great when you're creating, and they can look at things from different angles and perspective, but not when it comes to themselves. They're very overly judgmental on themselves. So they're very hard on themselves. They think their natural state of being is to be alone. I feel like they think that, that no one could accept them as they are, and they do have a lot of boundaries, and they do need a lot of their own space, and they feel like, they can't be smothered. And I feel like people have tried to smother them before, and they've just really pulled so strongly back that they feel like there's no one there that can really just let them be and still be in a really strong relationship. So let's pull some cards from the Star Spinner Tarot deck. Ask. Okay, we've got Devil. Yeah, we've got a lot of confusion. Yep, a lot of, you know, this person really. Oh, so I'm holding these cards upside down. Okay, so I'm getting. Yeah, this person is really tied up mentally with how they see themselves. This person doesn't really believe that they're lovable. This person is someone who is going to take a while to break free of their own mindset, but they really want and crave love. Like, this is a romantic person deep down, but they're just so afraid to let anyone in to see that, because they think it's a scary thing and that no one could accept them if they saw who their true personality was. This person is very intellectual, very creative, very much will look at any angle, very open-minded, so likes to be mentally stimulated is what I'm getting. So if you throw a lot of... so that's probably how I'm getting you've connected, through like a common conversation where it's just like you've sparked his interest and you've sparked this, oh, this person's fascinating, and it's got this, you know, this heart racing kind of thing, but it's just like, well, no, but I'm meant to be alone. I'm meant to be, you know, I'm not meant to have this. I'm not meant to be like this. And this is a person that, you know, is really struggling to, you know, understand themselves and really come out of their shell and their cocoon. And so this is going to take a lot of work to pull this person out of their introvert state and get them to realise that they are worthy of love, they are very lovable, and that, you know, that you can be in a relationship that's not all encompassing and all swallowing and consuming. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and that, here we go, and that there is the Empress without the moon. You know, there is the love for them. There is that counterpart for them without it swallowing them up, without it taking over their world that they need. They feel like they live in the shadows, and this person would pull them out into the light. And it's like, no, this isn't how it works. But this isn't going to be easy. So if this is the person you've got your eye on, you know, this is going to take a while. So, you know, this is a long haul kind of a person. They seem very loving and very caring, but very shut in and have their walls up. So, you know, if this is your person, then just, you know, don't push them too hard, because they will run and they will shut their doors and their windows and lock themselves in. But, you know, take it easy and show them, you know, they can have their space, but they can also have, you know, that you see who they are, and then that's okay. And yeah, so that is what I have for you, lovely pile 3. Thank you for joining me. I hope this has resonated with some of you, and also if you haven't subscribed yet, I would be so grateful if you could. That would be really, really, really wonderful. And really, I just hope I'll see you again, and thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it.